Hey guys, welcome to another 72 DPI online video. Today we're going to be unboxing the Taverns of Tiefenthal. This is a kind of a drafting game where you're drafting dice, but you're also drafting cards. I haven't played it yet, so I can't say that it's a lot of fun. It's got high regards as far as the community online, with places like BoardGameGeek.com and things like that. This comes from the developer Wolfgang Warsch, and then also the artwork is from Dennis, I'm going to butcher this name, looks like Lhausen. Sorry about the names, I'm going to butcher them because that's what I do with names. But one of the things that kind of sparked my interest with this game, not only is it about, a tavern and running your own tavern and stuff like that, but it's also about upgrading the tavern, making draft decisions and things like that. And as some of you guys may or may not know, I'm kind of a sucker for draft, whether that's like Magic the Gathering, in the traditional card drafting environment, or things kind of like, more casual games like Dominion. That's another fun one that I like to get into now and then. But, like I said, I'm a big fan of drafting games, and when I get to draft dice and cards in the same game, it's got to be a win. So we picked this game up, and it just came in the mail today. I'm really excited to kind of break it open, actually bring it to the gaming table. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to be unboxing the standard set. So this is what you'll get in the box, the standard actual game box. I'm not sure if there's a Kickstarter or anything like that, like extra like expansions or anything. There are several modules inside this box, which is nice. So you get the base game plus some extra add-on bonuses to kind of build the complexity up and things like that, which is always nice. When a game developer kind of decides like, hey, let's make the entry-level game, here, get everybody's feet wet, and then kind of build up from there. So it's nice to see that kind of thing. But today, we're not reviewing any of that. We are just looking at what's inside the box. We're going to look at the components. I've heard there's a lot of pieces with this game. So we're going to hopefully take a look at the inside of the box and see what kind of insert they give us, what types of management materials they give us to keep all those components separate but still accessible. So let's go ahead and open up the box here. A nice thick cardboard box, which is nice. And looks like we are greeted with the kind of game overview page here, which is kind of cool. Kind of gives you an idea of what the game's about, a little bit about who it's for, 2 to 4 players, ages 12 plus, so there's a little bit of strategy involved. Got a nice full color, full booklet here for instructions. Looks like they've kind of labeled everything really nice here. This is something else that I really enjoy that more games can do, is right here when they're kind of explaining the actual game board itself. Not only do they label what the pieces, the individual parts of the actual game, the player board is, but they also give it a label like the monk is D6. So if you, or excuse me, 6D. So if you wanted to find out more about the monk, you could go to, presumably, 6, and you can find D here. Oh, hey, look, there's the monk. Although the monk is under, oh, they put the letters after. Okay, so I kind of retract that a little bit. Over here it says 6D monk, and over here it says monk 6D. So a little bit backwards. It would have been nice if they would have got that, cohesive. If you're going to put the 6D in front, put the 6D in front over here. But nevertheless, it's easy to find because they've got it numbered and lettered based on what you're kind of looking at. And it looks like that kind of is through and through with all the different parts of the book, color coding everything. You've got arrows, kind of how you're setting it up. This is another nice piece to look forward to if you're looking into getting into a certain board game. Having not only just having the instructions on how to play it, but how to set it up with games like this where they're very complex and there's very varying pieces of sizes and shapes and different decks and different tokens and things like that. Having like a diagram of what your setup should ultimately look like is great. Obviously, as you play and develop your play style and stuff like that, you can kind of customize that to how you feel it should look. you know, with certain, you know, where decks go and stuff like that. But giving the player a starting point, you know, so everybody's all on the same page, that is fantastic. So yeah, so it's nice, nice print quality. Really enjoy, you know, really kind of enjoy the actual instruction manual, and that, you know, that's something that you don't see very often. So there's the instruction manual. Let's see, what else do we got here? Kind of got like a, oh, this is kind of like the modules and stuff like that. So this kind of tells you about what different types of components you'll use for each type of module they have. They've got the setup, extra setup and stuff like that. Okay, so there's a couple different ones. Holy smokes. So there are quite a few different modules you can add and kind of customize your game to your liking. Make it as complex as you want, or make it as easy as you want, depending on who's playing. It's never a bad thing to have options. I mean, it's well received, so that's nice. So let's kind of break open. Oh, all right. So we've got some nice cardboard pieces here, and it looks like they come apart really nice and easy. Got a little bit of some dimples on the sides, but not too hateful. One of the things that you'll notice about these actual pieces is they got this like puzzle shape and things like that. And from what I've seen, they connect to each other, and this is a way to like upgrade your different parts of your brewery. So like different things will snap into place. So like you've got a couple of these, these male ends right here that will snap into like female ends, and then when you're ready to upgrade, you pull those pieces off and you flip them over and snap them back down. So your game board actually, your personal game board actually evolves as you're upgrading your pieces. Let's see here. I'm trying to find a place that has one of those dimples here. Oh, here we go. Okay, so like take this for example. Let's see here. Yeah, they come out. It's a little tricky. It doesn't quite come out as freeing as some places. So let's see. Oh wow, this is, whew, gotta be careful when you're pulling these apart. Like, it looks like some of this might not be part of your game board, but you want to be extra careful when you're pulling these apart, that you're not bending or breaking pieces of the actual game board, because that's on there pretty tight. So like, normally when someone pulls a game board out, they're thinking it's going to look something, you know, square like this, but this is actually your game board. It has a couple extrusions here that you'll, you know, take like you've got like your table set here, and then here's your actual, your tavern, and you'll connect the two, and then if you want to level up or upgrade your tavern, you can upgrade from 3 tables to 4 tables, and it just snaps right back in there. So one thing to keep in mind when you're taking these apart is be extra careful when you're pulling them out of these actual, you know, cardboard cutouts, because there's a lot of like little intricacies and stuff like that. So that's something to watch out for. Like I said, it's just a little bit on the tricky. I don't want to say tricky, but it's a little bit on the rough side. Don't just fall out. So there's some pieces. As far as the cardboard goes, it's thick cardboard. The artwork looks fine, looks good, colorful, kind of matches, you know, thematically, which is nice. Doesn't seem to have too much wear and tear like when you're pulling them out, which is good, because you're going to be flipping these over and back and forth and kind of inserting them as you go. So there's more. Okay, what in the world? Okay, so they have this, clearly hasn't been broken. Okay, so you got a couple pieces. Here's more pieces that can be cut out. There's like looks like beer coasters or glass coasters and things like that. You got some different books and stuff like that. Like these look like signatures or something. I'm not, like I said, I haven't played the game yet, so I'm not really sure what to expect other than what I've seen online. But overall, the cardboard quality is it's nice. This game plays 1 to 4 players, so it looks like there's just duplicates of everything for each player. So each player gets their own game board. This is like kind of like the game centerpiece that kind of tracks the players through this, what they call the monastery. There's 8 rounds, so this is your round tracker. There should be, here is the first player token is a pint of beer. Then your round tracker is kind of like this like little moon shaped thing coming over the clouds, which is nice. I don't think there's too much more than that. It's pretty much all cardboard. I don't think there's any like, so I take that back. There's some other pieces. There's no plastic, which is nice. This is all wood. Let's see here. Let's open up these first. So you got a couple little dice counter, or not dice counters, little tokens for each different person. Oh, actually, you know what? No, I lied. Each person, I believe, gets a brown cube and a yellow cube. The yellow cube tracks how many, I think that tracks how many gold you have left over, or you can store from one round to the next. The brown is for how many beers you can transfer from one round to the next. I'm not really sure what the white cubes are for. There are 4 of these little pips. You've got a blue, a green, a yellow, and a red. Those are your character markers for the monastery. I do know that, so you can kind of track where you're going. Then you also have a set of dice for each color. So you've got white are kind of for everybody, and then you have red, green, blue, and yellow. So these are all nice. They're nice feeling dice. They're all wood, which is nice. Got just the standard like pips and stuff like that, but kind of have like that bar feel, which is nice. They don't have, they could have easily gone with like a plastic dice, but no, they kind of went with this like kind of, thematic, like tavern type of deal. Yeah, so those aren't too shabby. Let's see, we got a couple decks of cards. 3 decks of cards here. Go ahead and open some of these up, take a look at what we've got. Okay, so cards are kind of a nice quality, thick. They got a glossy feel, a little bit of texture to them, so you can, they don't slide out of your hand. You've got like some tables, dishwashers. Kind of got like a brew helper that's rolling out a barrel of brew. Got waitress. So nice, nice solid colors. I like the artwork on the back of the cards. That's really nice. But you use these to kind of build your deck, and then from there, as you're playing the game, you kind of augment how many tables you have in your brew. You augment how many tables you have in your actual tavern and things like that. Let's take a look here. These look like they're patron cards. Ooh, there's a nice blue background of this one. Let's take a look here. So these are called nobles, the one with the purple. Okay, so there's a couple different guys. You can see there's a couple different abilities based on what card you're looking at. So yeah, the card quality is nice. They're thicker cardstock. It's always nice to see when people use nice quality cardstock. Not really sure what these are for, but these are definitely different cards, so different backs and everything like that. So there's that. So this has got here's the white cube. I wonder what that does. So everybody must get a brown, yellow, and a white cube. So then the last pack here, so you got like a bard looking guy. Okay, so here's some different characters that you can pick up and purchase. Looks like these might be actual starting characters because you've got a blue tablecloth, yellow tablecloth. Yeah, that must be like your starting deck. There's more nobles. It looks like there's a variety of different ones. They're worth different points and they do different things based on what dice are showing and stuff like that. So, pretty cool. Like I said, the artwork is nice. Quality of the components is, it's I mean, they're good. It's good. You know, as far as the quality of the components go, it's nice. I mean, nothing to complain about. As far as like storage goes, they give you, it looks like a roll of Ziploc baggies, which is nice to see, because you'll probably be needing those for the actual pieces once you break all of these down. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they give you enough for this and how, you know, what's the best way to organize this game, because, you know, everybody gets one of each of these, and they're such large pieces. You know, where, you know, trying to fit, you can't fit that there. The only way these are going to fit, you know, are across the top like that. So it's gonna, you definitely don't want to bend. You want to. That's one thing about this game that you'll have to be careful about, is making sure that like these, you know, these parts don't get bent. So storing this game is going to be something where you're going to have to try to figure it out for yourself. What's the best solution? And it looks like something like that, or something like this is how you're going to. Oops. How you're going to have to store those. But it looks like you've got like kind of a main compartment here. You've got a smaller compartment down here that is just wide enough to fit the cards, so it'll be good for that. You could stack them this way or whatever. You probably stuff these in a bag so they don't get all mixed up. So, all in all, you know, they even put some artwork on the inside of the box, which is hilarious. You got like a fire eater, jester, some type of chick with a fan, and you got the dog in the back there. Huh. Got like a cellar type of look. That's pretty neat. So not too bad. It looks like this actually comes out. So if you wanted to get your own kind of custom, kind of like looking underneath them, see if they hidden anything or put like a secret message or anything like that kind of thing. That thing really kind of gets me going a little bit. Like when you lift something, you don't expect people to pull this up, but when they do, if there's something under there, like, holy cow, that's hilarious. Or, you know, like, that would be a great place for like a thank you. Like, thank you for buying our game. Like, but anyway, inserts nice. It's nice that they kind of broke it up in two separate parts here. Like I said, I haven't played it yet, but I do know that there's going to be four of each of these. So trying to store this game is going to be the big question, and we'll talk about that in our review when we get to it. So that is Taverns of Tiefenthal unboxed. Let me know in the comments section below, guys, what you think. Components wise, you know, there's nothing bad here. There's no plastic. It's all actual like wood, and then you've got, you know, paper cards, and then cardstock for your cardboard for your actual game boards, which is nice to see. High quality art, and looks like a lot of fun. So we'll be reviewing this game after we get it to the table, probably about 4 or 5 times. I'll come back and give you guys my thoughts and review the game and go over kind of what I liked and what I didn't like, and give you kind of like a final grade on it. So make sure that you're subscribed for that, and then also turn on notifications so you see when those videos go live. We're looking at a Friday release every week. That's what we're committing to. So you'll see new videos go live every Friday as of right now. As we kind of roll into the middle and late summer, we'll start to roll back other shows and podcasts and things like that. So make sure you're subscribed and click the notification bell so you get notified when anything goes live on our channel. Thanks again for watching, and you guys have a great day.